Hello, sports fans. Mauricio here. Well, you might just have to put this on 1.5 because you got to speed me up tonight because it is late. So I'll probably talk a little slow. But this video is about explaining the stored procedures. It's a SQL refresher. It'll take at least 2 videos. We have 6 stored procedures. Here's the names of them. I recommend you use long names that have 0 ambiguity. I'm showing this reference table again just to show that, boy, that was a really good idea to do that, especially when you have a lot of moving parts and things going on. So most of the errors is that you chose the wrong store procedure for the wrong SQL command, and you just running the wrong procedure, putting it in the wrong table, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Well, you just gotta type it, which is why you never do copy and paste until you really know what you're doing. Just type it out each time. You'll make far fewer errors. Or don't listen to me. But again, this is a very useful planning document. Here's the working system with the live and direct connection. This is the first store procedures that ties customers to products. That I don't have it sorted on anything, but this customer, this would look nicer if I had the name in there. But this customer name, but this customer 1002 really likes crimson shirts, so that's probably a coug there. So that's trying to tie together which customers are buying what products, and you could group this so many different ways, and that's part of what we're gonna do. But this is by the product ID. There's no condensing here like just shirts or blue or green, just for every single product. The second program just cuts that first table using a having, SQL group by having greater than 2. So I just wanted to see the products that are selling 3 or more times. So that's what this column means. It was just the count of the number of line items, which is pretty ingenious. You want to see which products are selling often. That's called frequency. The next report is just the same columns, but it's just products. So we remove the customer. So just just for each product, how many times were they sold? Sell a lot of blue socks. So there's no customer in there, so we don't know who's buying them. But you could see profits, and these can be formatted a little better to knock off the decimal places. But that's a different store procedure. And what I think is interesting is the columns are the same. The metrics columns are the same. Sorry. The only thing you're changing is removing dimension. So that changes how the data is presented. And then now we're changing from product to customer. So now these are just totals by customer. That's very useful. And we have even ranked our customers. That's fascinating. And put them in categories. And the number of days since the last purchase is a measure of recency. So we have recency, frequency, and monetary. Monetary is just revenue or profit. That's the RFM analytics model that I'm implementing. This is an interesting report. It also shows the number of line items. So, for example, Louis Shelton, and Wow, that's great. How do I have duplicates there? Okay, we got something to. Hey, remind me to look at the customers table. So that's fascinating. Why? Oh, I think I know why. But we'll take a look. Here's totals by week. So some weeks are hot and heavy, and other weeks are cold as ice. Here's by day of week. And I see some duplicates here again, so more work to do. And then here's the original. But I wanted to show you the output. Is a lot of nice reports, and they're all stacked together here, and that's a problem. But we got the job done. Now we can improve it. So let me show you the first store procedure. By the way, when you create your store procedure, you can just run it by clicking, highlighting it and right-clicking the execute button, or you can just highlight the text you want to run and then run it. So this is the classic group by query from one table, so there's no joining yet. We'll see that later. This is primarily by customers, so what customers bought what products. All this data again is from one table. I like to put all the dimensions first, and then again those dimensions in the select statement have to match exactly the dimensions in the group by statement. So then all these magenta like functions are the aggregating functions that are being grouped into the groups. In this case, we got 39 combinations of customer and product, which is good. We're selling a lot of different things, I guess. So we can count the number of invoices, unique transactions. So again, crimson shirts and blue socks. That's what made me laugh. So people are buying a lot. With this one guy, customer 1002 likes blue socks. All right, but that's very interesting, though. That's frequency. Total units is how many boxes are going out the door, and that has a supply chain impact. So inventory people look at boxes, finance accountants look at revenue and profit. So we took the 50% markup. So when you do a 50% markup, then you have to multiply the revenue by 1/3 to get the profit. Check my math. I did it right. But all of these summarized columns are being calculated for the combination of product and customer. So moving on to next one. This is the same query. Let's just run that again. So that's the same query. We had an average sales price, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty interesting. Well, the TV cost a lot, so we can see the sales price. Just as a refresher, where's the TVs? All right, so there we go. Average sales price 2,100. Well, we didn't allow anything to be put on sale, so that it's just the price out of the products table. All right, so we can have a little fun here, and group by queries are great. You just change a few things and you get a completely different report. So swap out products for customers, and you have a completely different analysis. Same columns of metrics. You can change the granularity of the data, switch from city to state, switch from state to country, switch from city to zip code. And that's just the easiest thing to do, to rerun the query with a new dimension. Now you have to decide if you're going to have a whole portfolio of queries that are similar, or if you're going to pass in the dimensions somehow. That sounds like a challenge. But let's just run this again. So this is something I just made for fun. So I just want to see products that have the word shirt in it. So orange shirts, crimson shirts, green shirts, or products. See, that's my column name, product name. So I'm not making this stuff up. So product name. So product name like shorts. So that, just in case I named it shorts somewhere, I named a bunch of them short, orange short, Hawaiian short. So I haven't changed that back yet, but so I did a shirt and a short. And then anything that it's got the word soap in it. So these wildcards are very nice. There's another way of using a wildcard search. I think it's called regex, but you can search Google or whatever for like statements, wildcard like statements in the where filtering of a SQL statement. So I use like, and so well, you don't believe me, do you? So let's see. Anything that starts with the letter S. It can have anything at the end. So we got lots of S's in there. Sony. Oh, that just has to have the letter S in there. How about the products that start with the letter S? There we go. How about O for orange? So I guess I'm just playing around now. But you have to be really good at your where statements, and it's nice to use a like, as you can see. I want to see products, all our orange products. I was once on an orange kick, and if I saw any clothing or orange shirts or ties, I just bought it. I was in Shanghai, so it's cheap. All right, so those are different where statements. Now those are optional. And so we just took out customer ID and then grouped it by product, and now the data is by product. So this is all the products, but you can again we for example counted the number of line items. So this report is the number of represents 8 line items of sales of this product 1005. And just to finish up, putting this group by having. So I said greater than 1. So just the products that we sold more than once. How about the products that we sold more than twice? Now that's an interesting list. Now we're looking at frequency. Well, see you in the next video.